Well, it's last day of holiday today. We're just packing up the unit and about to head off. And it looks like we've timed it pretty well too, because the weather has come in. It's pretty choppy out there. You can see the sea just through there. There's a lot of white caps. The rain's set in. It's the first bit of rain we've had this whole time, to be honest. Everything looks pretty clean and tidy. That's just one of the things you have to do before you leave. Just do all the dishes, put them away, strip the beds, whack them in there. Good to go. Hey, home time. Just coming over the Kaimais, we're on the other side, so if you're looking straight ahead, that is the Waikato again, but we're up in the clouds and this rain's definitely set in. It's a pretty miserable day. Well, that was a real good week away, good time to relax, recharge the batteries, but it is good to be home now, and it's actually pretty dry here. It was real wet at the Kaimais, which is about 40 minutes away, and it doesn't look like it's rained here at all today. But while I was away, Mike came and cut the silage. Dad didn't have enough time while I wasn't here, and we got it baled. So I'm just going to bring the tractor over and start putting these away, because I might put the cows in here tonight, maybe just to clean up. See, there's a little bit of silage that never got picked up, which is fine. It's just got missed by the rake, so the cows can clean that up. Plus around the edges there's a fair bit of tucker like this, so I'll probably just give them both paddocks this evening. But there is 24 bales in these two paddocks, which isn't too bad. Usually sort of get somewhere between probably 28 to 30. Wasn't a real bulky crop, but at least it's something. Put the soft hands on before, but what I really need to do is bring some cable ties down and put them around here, so whatever the top one is, I'd put sort of one, and then the bottom one too, because I'm not sure which way these go around. It might be the other way. After I charged this tractor the other day and it started fine, Dad came back and tried to start it the next day and it was just dead again. So I think he was talking about getting a new battery, but when I started up before it was sweet as, so maybe he did. I was just having a little look before, but it's hard to get that plastic cover off and I can't really be bothered taking the whole thing off, so I'll have to ask him when I see him if he did or not. It seems to go right now anyway. Let's see if I got these. So this should be open. Oh, I put them around the wrong way. I was so close to putting the blue one on the bottom. B means bottom. Right, this time. That's better. It'll take a little while just putting them away individually like this, but it's not too bad. Pretty close. I'm just going to stack them here, which is really close. The paddock's only just there. But there's a nice lime chip base under here, so it doesn't really grow that good of grass, because they used to stack maize here. You can see sort of the lime there coming through. It's just starting to spit, so it'd be handy if we got about another 10 mils, so 10-15 mils probably wouldn't hurt. But I'm not actually going to stack these bales one on top of each other. They're hard enough where I could this year, but it's just easy to get them like this, because I've got all the space from there all the way back here, and like I said before, it doesn't really grow grass, so yep, not going to worry about it. I've done that one paddock there. Now I'm just onto here, so there's only 10 bales in this one compared to 14 in there, and then the same size paddocks, but this one's just wetter and the grass probably wasn't quite as good. You can see just in front of me, I'll put the loader down a little bit. You can see the baler is a little bit heavy and it's made a few marks. It's pretty soft over here next to the drain. Mike actually left the back cut there as well. He didn't go there because it was too close, which was a good thing. But yeah, this paddock's just extremely soft. It is peat. Last one. Got 3 more paddocks to do now, so there's the one up there, and it looks like there's about 17 bales in there, but I might get Dad to help me with that one. We'll put a trailer on a tractor and cart them back to there probably. And the other 2 paddocks will cart with a trailer as well, but I don't think I'll bring those bales back here, it's just too far. And I was thinking these silage paddocks, they're quite like, well, they have freshened up quite a bit, so I might not put the cows in there today, I'll leave them, but I might just run the calves through them for a couple of days. And the cows can get them next time, or next rotation. There's also 3 lucerne bales just sitting in the corner up there, which I might grab and stack them over with the others, but it is sort of drizzling still, it's not real heavy. Let's see, the ground is sort of damp. I don't actually think we've had any rain for the last week, so yeah, a little bit probably wouldn't hurt. There's 17 bales in here, which is actually quite good because this paddock, it might be a hectare, 1.2. And down on the hillside there, it's quite thatched and it doesn't really grow good grass. It probably does need re-drilling at some point, but apart from that, this paddock actually did pretty well, and the grass in here wasn't too bad. It was actually quite good quality. I was actually wondering whether I put maize in here next year just to sort of get that hillside going a little bit more, but grass is certainly coming back. Although after my time away coming back, I was a little bit pinched before I went, and I'm still pinched when I come back. It just, yeah, I don't know, we're just pretty short at the moment. Just really haven't seemed to be able to catch up this season, so I think we just need a bit of sun. Just gonna come and have a look and see how many over here. So that was 1 paddock there that I'd shut up, and the other one that baled was just down there. I don't think it was real heavy again, so there might be 15 over here maybe. There's 8 over there, and then there's another 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 in here. That one's only like half a bale, so call it 7. So 15 all up, which I thought this paddock might have done a little bit better, but obviously not. I guess it's not really that big. It was quite heavy, I thought, but oh well. But it's going to be good having them back in the rotation anyway. We're certainly, like I said before, a little bit pushed for feed, so it's going to be handy having 5 paddocks back, but they probably do need a little bit of nitrogen at the moment now that we've taken this grass off, sort of give them back something. Maybe I'll talk to Dad and see if we can get another half a tonne and try and get some on, but it is actually Friday today, so yeah, it won't be till next week. Just got to find somewhere to put them now, but I was hoping this summer, what I really want to do is rip this deer fencing out. There's a lot of deer fencing through this sort of bit through here because the old deer shed's right there, and this was the race that was leading up to it. As you can tell, that's why there's heaps of bed-ins here, because there would have been a little bit of pressure put on, but I really want to rip them down and put like a proper fence with electricity, because there's no power that go along these deer fences, which is fine, like nothing can get through them, like the cows can't push through them, but it would be handy if we could get power down there, because we do split that paddock in half. And like this bit of race here that leads into the deer shed, there's grass growing in there, and the cows used to get in there when they went into that paddock, but there's just no reason that we can't rip it out and just make it part of the paddock. Just, I don't know, I just think it'd make it look so much better. I just don't think it's going to happen this summer, unfortunately. I did have a few other little jobs around the place I wanted to do this summer, a few things planned, like get the digger back in, tidy up a few areas, but I've really had to put those plans on hold because things are starting to tighten up at the moment. Like the interest rates down here in New Zealand are just climbing, which makes it challenging. Prices around farming, things are getting expensive. They have done for about the last year or 18 months, or since COVID, so probably the last couple of years. Like fertilizer prices, they have skyrocketed, but everyone around the world's feeling that one, so things are starting to get a little bit hard. And yesterday our milk price, which the midpoint was $9.25, got revised, and that's actually dropped to $9, so you can definitely feel it. And we just have to be a little bit careful. We're also behind on production as well, which everything seems to be going against us at the moment. However, on the plus side, generally at this time of the year we're not short on grass because of lack of water and sunshine, so we will get growth, and I'm predicting, or I'm hoping, that we will get our production back at some point. Like at the moment the cows are milking better than this time last year. It's only the start of December, but we are 6% up for the month, which isn't too bad. I'm pretty happy about that. It's just whether they continue to hold like that. That'll pretty much do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like, that'd be awesome. And apart from that, see you next time.